Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I would like to thank you for coming tonight. Really, it's a long time we attended this and we create again back to our forum. But it's a good startup with Dr. AbdulRahman. Dr. AbdulRahman, over 22 years, he is a pioneer in sleeping in medicine in Bahrain and GCC. So he established the first and only accredited sleeping center in Bahrain, organizing regular GCC sleeping conference. So he is regular speaker not only in Bahrain, in the world. So it's lucky to have him questioning, because I know most of us sometimes we face sleepless, especially once we come back from work, and sometimes due to the life stress and work stress, we are missing proper sleeping and other health issues that Mr. AbdulRahman will talk about. I would like to call Mr. AbdulRahman, introduce himself more and more, so you need to know more information about an expert we have. Hayak.
Thank you very much.
Please welcome him.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. My name is AbdulRahman AlGhareeb. I am basically ENT surgeon, but with deep involved in sleep medicine for more than, I think, 25 years ago. With a pleasure, I started sleep medicine those days where nobody knows about what's going on, what is sleep, why we talk about sleep. Currently, I am co-founder of Vitality Medical and Sleep Disorder Center. I am proud to be partner with Professor Hisham Yusuf. He is a senior ENT surgeon, well known in King Hamad Hospital and Bahrain Defense Military Hospital. And we are nowadays partner, and we run 2 centers in Bahrain. We focus on medical and sleep disorder center. So that means the main pillar of our work is sleep medicine. And nowadays I can say very simply, sleep medicine is maybe it is the biggest subspecialty exists in the medical field. It is maybe around 35 years ago was not exist. Nowadays, it is the biggest subspecialty. You find a lot of doctors, they are specialized in addition to their original subspecialty in sleep medicine. For example, like me, I am ENT surgeon, sleep medicine surgeon. There is psychiatrist with the sleep medicine, neuro with the sleep medicine, dental with the sleep medicine, pediatric sleep medicine, just name it. All these they are dealing with sleep medicine in their field, and how can they help the community with their expert. Nowadays you can see there is pediatric sleep medicine, gender sleep medicine, aviation sleep medicine, occupational sleep medicine, and just name it. That shows how it really affects everything. With the pleasure, I am since maybe 5-6 years, I am focusing on occupational sleep medicine, and we talk a lot about the economic impact of sleep in the industry. And this is a totally very much new subject. The pillar of life are 3 basically, 3 pillar of life. أعمدة الحياة الأساسية. There is food, okay, and there is sport. So you have to eat well, and you have to do regular sport to maintain a good health, and you have to sleep well. But sleep is the main pillar of life. You can stay without food intake for weeks, very little water. Hunger strike, you can survive. And you don't do any sport like me for life, and you can survive. But none of us can stay without sleep for more than 5-8 days. He will die. That is definitely. So sleep is the main pillar of life. Now, my topics today is about one of the main problem, the trigger of accidents in the industry. It is the microsleep. Microsleep is just doze off in a second, frequently happens, and you can expect what happens after that. We will go through that, and we will see why we have to focus this in the industry. There is theories behind the sleep, why we have to sleep, but the most important theory is that during sleep, our body is regenerate itself. Okay? We are getting younger and healthier, and immune system works during the sleep. So during sleep, during the deep sleep exactly, this has happened. During the deeper sleep stage, our brain is start to regenerate. So when you wake up in the morning, your brain and your body is regenerated, and you are going to be a healthy person and maintain a regular, good, happy life. So the whole benefit and the problem is directly related to the number of uninterrupted sleep. If you wake up during your sleep cycle is 180 minutes. If you wake up, it's considered to be 0. خلاص ما في فايدة. We need 5-6 cycle. So you should have a 5 full sleep cycle. Only then you can say I have restored sleep. I have nom hani. That's only when I can say that. Otherwise, we are sleep deprived. If you have sleep deprivation, just in general we tell. If you don't sleep well, maybe you have loud snoring, you have frequent wake up in the night, fragmented sleep, you have short memory, difficult to fall into sleep, stop breathing in the night, daytime sleepiness, doze off, frequently tired, you have morning headache, focusing is low, non-refreshed sleep, difficult to maintain good sleep, and poor work performance. That is what matters basically for the industry. Now, it's all about the sleep debt. Remember this word. If you take a loan from the bank, it means you have a debt, right? And you have to pay back on right time. Otherwise, you have to pay the original, the principal, with penalties. Okay? So this is what's so-called debt. So if you don't sleep on regular average sleep, which you need as per يعني خلينا نقول your age, your performance, blah blah blah. There is category 6 to 7 to 8 hours. Now adults usually they need to sleep minimum 45 minutes minimum. That is, so if you don't have this, and you have, for example, today I sleep 12 o'clock, tomorrow I sleep 10, next week I sleep at 3 a.m. and so on. So that irregularity give you a regular sleep pattern, and then you have a debt of sleep. You need 8 hours, but you sleep 6 or something like that. So your debt is increased. And that debt give you the problem during daily life. You have something called excessive daytime sleepiness. You are tired, exhausted, you are foggy, you are not focused. You are, let's say, dozing off, your eyes shut without take any permission from you. And that happens at any time. And you don't recognize that. But during the life, you will recognize that it happens very, very frequently. So you have reaction time. You are not reacting in that يعني خلينا نقول very positive way. So your reaction time is slow down. Judgment, decision, يعني not that sharp يعني لأن أنا still يعني my debt is there. لا, I didn't sleep well, my body tired, my memory is tired. You have mood يعني irritated, you are tired, you are يعني anxiety, you have no gut يعني حاجته. بعدين you have problem with memory, you are not focused. Remember, during deep sleep, it's like the desktop. It takes all information on the desktop, but later on in the background goes to the hard, and that is the hard disk. So if you don't have that proper input on the desktop, your hard disk will never be full. So you have bad memory. That is how it works. And that is how the debt is give you a very hard time. So it's all related. Now let us focus a little bit. It's related to low work performance at the end. You cannot do the regular work as supposed to be. You think so, but we will come now to know where is the gaps here. Expected impact of such debt, it will lead to increased risk of, let's say, car accident when you go to work, when you go out of the work. That is usually because, especially now, we come for the other group of people who are shift worker. It increases the health care cost. If you don't sleep, it's not only you have bad mood, blah, blah, you have also risk of heart disease, risk of diabetes, risk of, just name it, stroke, sudden death. All these things happens because of that debt, remember. You don't have enough oxygen, you are tired, you go into crashes and risk of, so your medical bill as decision maker in the companies or in the industry, you should look into this. My medical bill, all of them, they have insurance. That's fine. But the medical bill is going more and more because you have developed some complication because of that debt. Diabetes, hypertension, ila akhirih. Now, you develop obesity and so on. That affects individual performance. That means the whole safety is in danger now because your ability to do the work is not that much optimum. This is important. The productivity is not up to the expecting point. Now, all the industry focus on 1 million hour, 1,000 hour without accident. I don't know, blah, 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 without this. Okay, that is objective. You see it. But what is the hidden behind the scene? It's different things. There is something called absenteeism. Absenteeism means you are absent from work. And that can be recorded. La? Sick leave. And how many sick leave you have per day or per year? That much. And how many disease, how many you cost the company, medical insurance, that you can calculate. So you know how much is that. But there is something called presentism. You present on the work, during the work, but you don't perform what is expected from you. So, and this is the hidden cost. Now, internationally, they developed formulas to calculate these things, the presentism. You're supposed to do the job, let's say that much, but you do it only this much, while you are just sitting there. So because that you are not focused, you are not able to do and perform that. So there is formulas worldwide, but the expected loss due to presentism annually in the United States, how much? Who can guess? Annually, how much the loss of the economy because of presentism?
20%.
No, how many in number? Billions. Thank you. It is 48 trillion. Okay? This is figures. Go to something called RAND, big McKinsey, I don't know what's the name of that, this one, research center. They have RAND guideline, and they calculate the loss due to work in different community, different worldwide, and that is the figures. It's striking. It's really striking. So, what is the most common disorder related to work? Now, we have so many sleep disorder. Start from sleepwalk, sleep talk, night terror. These are not important. But what is most related to the work, number one, is insomnia. Difficult to fall into sleep, difficult to maintain good sleep, wake up morning early, non-refresh. And this is called insomnia. Now, how many people here? I guess this is 40. We'll come to this number later on. But worldwide, it is figured now everywhere, 48% of any gathering, go to the workshop, go to the restaurant, go to the stadium, 48% you have people with a sleep problem. هذه fact. You cannot change it. So, and you'll come to this figure for this community now, later on. Surprise. So, insomnia number one, then you have it directly, shift worker disorder. The alignment of the work. You are forced to work shift, and the modern community, we have to work shift. We cannot say, I stay at home, I'm doctor, I cannot do night shift. No, we have to do work shift, but we developed something called, related to our internal cycle, circadian cycle. It doesn't match the day. Usually we wake up in the morning and we work in the morning, and evening we start to have melatonin, and then we fall to sleep, and then we wake up very early morning, and so on. That is the rhythm of all human, of all creature, of all fish, of all animal, of all plants. They go by circadian. Now you're forced to work against that. So that is create a big problem. So insomnia, circadian, and then you have sleep apnea, stop breathing when you are sleeping. Our society obese, bad sleep habits, start to snore, start to stop breathing and gasping and so on. And then you have something called restless leg syndrome. During the day, during you are sleeping, you have very painful leg, and that is give you a very bad problem, burning feeling, and this is very common among the shift worker. Now, microsleep, how it is? This is a silent risk in many workplaces. It is unnoticed because it happens for a second. Even second of sleep can cause a serious accident. We will come to examples of those. You don't need, when you drive car and you doze off, you don't need to have يعني خلينا نقول انتظر لما just second, then I miss the highway, I go wrong, I go crash, not because I am careless, because I have that dose of second microsleep, they call it. It's just frequently repeated sleep incidents. That will affect the safety sensitivity. Some industry, we cannot compromise يعني المicro sleep. We cannot. يعني you are sitting in a big factory facing a gauge and parameters and this and boiling and I don't know. You cannot miss that. You cannot miss as a health professional, you work in the ICU or you do operation of the patient. You do not miss, I will micro sleep. Even a second, I can do a great disaster. Transportation, as I just said, while you are driving, you cannot say now I will take a nap aboard. So it happens within a second, the crash. So this is called microsleep, and it happens غصب عنك, in spite of your will. You cannot control it. Your body is shut off because of the death. You have death, and your brain shut off without taking permission from you. Close. Now, microsleep is a brief, involuntary episodes of sleep lasting for a few seconds. Just a few seconds, 2-3 seconds, that's a second. Finish. Disaster happens. It can occur performing different and while you're doing a different task, often unnoticed. You don't realize that these things happens because it happens for seconds, but the problem will be happen. The consequence, you will see it very soon or later. What is the symptom? Is a dropping of the eyelid. يعني عيني تغمض شوي, عيني ترف. Okay, head is nodding. يعني الراس يتحرك. This is a sign of there is some resistance. You try to awake yourself, wake up, and then you are missing signals. You are missing readings. You are missing exit. You are missing gauge. You are missing a lot of things. يعني. And in certain work, it is a recipe for catastrophe. We'll give examples of that. Sleep deprivation, as we said, lack of sleep, the debt, remember, الدين اللي عليك, it will lead up to microsleep. So that will be happen automatically. If you have a mental health, you have physical fatigue due to a lot of reasons, family, work, ila akhirih, that will lead to microsleep also, because you cannot sleep well in the night. So that will lead to you have insomnia, طول الليل قاعد هاللون, then you develop anxiety. Anxiety is depression. Depression cannot sleep more, and so on. This brings the other, so we are in a vicious circle, and that will end in the workplace. If you are also shift worker, to a microsleep. Circadian rhythm disrupt. This is, as we said, all shift worker, because they are forced to change their work performance from shift to another shift. Unfortunately, without very clear, good guidelines how to do it, how to prevent it, how to make it maximum. In some countries, they don't respect these guidelines. That will lead to a catastrophe, definitely. Then you have somebody, they're forced to work. I don't have enough people with us today, or I mean in the factory. So let us people, they work more. They stay awake more. They do more work. That increase the desire to sleep. رغبة في النوم. They want to sleep, but they cannot. You push them to work longer than usual. And do that, it will lead up to something called the microsleep. So all these factors can go and result in microsleep. What is the shift worker related to? Disrupted circadian rhythm can, due to reduce and fragmented sleep, can increase the risk of. These are the shift worker. They have circadian rhythm. Clock is not matching the external clock. We work in the day, we sleep in the night. It is other way around now. So daytime sleepiness during night, early morning shift, especially night and early morning, that is the moment where nights or microsleep happens. That is the peak where it happens. As per statistic worldwide, you will have 7% of shift worker reported repeated microsleep several times a month in the community. But if you take particular shift worker, they do regular shift, in the community they can have up to, affect general from population. I mean, shift worker can affect 5%, but during shift worker it can increase up to 38% of shift worker, they develop microsleep. That is definite, a number through a lot of studies. So 38% shift worker, definitely they develop microsleep. The global statistics saying that 40% of workers report insufficient sleep. I just said 48. That is old number. It is 48% of any community they have problem. Fatigue-related crash caused by thousands of road accidents every year. This is a very big job, a very big subject. Nowadays, in a lot of European countries, they don't approve any insurance for any truck driver who proved to be having sleep disorder and he don't record it and don't take treatment for that. They will not pay him. And that is now jump to the aviation medicine. Also they apply that. All those pilots, they are, maybe you heard recently about some aviation اللي نام واللي take away واللي كذا, that happens very much. Fatigue contribute to major work disaster. We'll come to that point. Fatigue and microsleep. The cost is in billion. World examples of such industry. You heard about Ukraine in the 80s, there is Chernobyl explosion. It was a reported case, very typical case. Now that guy who was sitting and watching, and he should watch the gauge when the temperature rise, it goes to the point, it is irreversible. So it heats, goes, and explosion happens. And it is a case of sleep deprivation. خنقول watching guy who was in charge for that planet, or على الأقل sector of Tabrid. I don't know what was that, but there is a very well-documented story about this, and it is due to microsleep happens to that guy. A lot of Valdez oil spill in Alaska, and also it's well-known catastrophe. And recently you can hear about a lot of aviation problem happens, but nobody talk about that. That is the policy of the management. They don't talk. We have 1,000 hours without risk. We have, I don't know this, without accident. We have, okay, that is the bright part. And management, they want to say that. But unfortunately, the fact is different. So, no, it's not going to happen because there is, anyway, transportation, there is high rate of drowsy driving accident after night shift. When they go back home, traffic, blah, 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 they have recorded as, and طبعا المرور they are سرعة وكذا وكذا, لكن and really they are having a microsleep while driving. So, what is the impact of microsleep in the workplace? Decreased performance and productivity, definitely. You don't focus, performance getting down. It's a financial burden and loss. Higher risk of injury and fatal accident. This definitely happens. That is the second step for microsleep. Increased economic loss, as we just mentioned there. Negative effect on the employee health. They have to pay more for their medical bill, or the company pay for them for the medical bill and increase the premium next year for the medical bill. That all happens. Not to mention those people, they are human. They have children. They have wives. They have relatives. So, let us put it this way. The incidence, by the way, for divorced families because of that sleep problem is very high. Very high. That is the social impact. How we can detect microsleep? There is some warning sign. When you see somebody, or he watch himself, he's yawing frequently, when you have drawing of the eyelid, يعني يغمض عينه frequently, يخض راسه, reaction time is just a little bit slower, يعني there are some mistakes repeatedly happen, and that should be watched by those colleague or by supervisor. Some mistake is okay in the office, may be accepted, but when you are in the operating room or in the, I don't know what you call, control room or whatever it is, that is recipe for catastrophe. How we can measure this, the microsleep? Well, nowadays there is a huge trend. Those who are in critical work with some symptoms, with questionnaires, with that, they can have some wearable things that can record the microsleep and record it, not يعني طفى عينه, no. The brain is shut off. It records that shut off of the brain. And that is a document. So they can wear it, use it, and there is technology allows this. And those big companies with high profit, they can detect that with very simple measure. Just implement that concept and you will be very much safe. Employee will be safe and more profit. How to prevention microsleep from happening? Work schedule. Use forward rotating shift. That is recommended morning, evening, and night. But there is some community, they are jumping morning to evening. I have shortage of place. Go evening now. No, stay longer. So there are this jumping of rotation that definitely will end up with sleep deprivation and definitely microsleep, and again the recipe for catastrophe. You have to give يعني shift worker 8 to 12 hours. Don't go more than that. The human حتى لو كان بطل أثقال, he will suffer from that. So that is the human capacity. You should respect that value. So don't يعني force and the management overlook this. It will result one day in a very sad event. Ensure to keep 11 and more hours rest between shifts. That is guideline. You have to keep that space between shift when you change it. And avoid a quick turn to long shifting from, so you have to avoid that. These are general measures. That is responsibility of the management. They have to have guideline and review these guidelines and implement it. Prevention and the individual strategies. So any one of us who do shift work and maybe had noticed he has that kind of, or maybe microsleep, he should plan naps 20 minutes to 30 minutes before go to start sleep. Nap is 20, 30 minutes. مش نومة كاملة. Just take a nap. Nap means recharge your body. You have to do something unusual to a human. اللي يسمونه shift work. So you have to play around. So you have to fool your brain, give it extra charge. Take 30 minutes, not 40. Just nap. Okay? Caffeine is very good, but the early shift time, not late shift time. Late shift time, بيخليك صاحي. You go home, you don't sleep. You don't take your rest. So take it at the beginning of the shift. Bright light should be have very bright light, يعني stimulating the daytime. So the brain is still يعني not foggy and يعني alignment لأن ما في شمس. So you have to stay like that. Maybe in the western part of the world, خلينا نقول الليل والنهار they are changing. We used to work in the hospital in Germany many years. We start morning at 7, but it is all يعني خلينا نقول السماء سوداء, still night. So anyway, so that's, بعدين sleep hygiene program, that is the policy of individual, but we have to teach them, the management. We have to tell them. I don't know, but they have to invest very good in their bedroom. We have to give instruction and tell them, look, you have to have very quiet bedroom, very stable color, no irritation, no blue light, very good curtain, no distraction. يعني there is lot of things can be done. But if you don't keep telling the people and monitor their life and keep asking, advice is not going to يعني do so. You have to do something about it. So these are general guidelines on the individual person. For organizational strategy, the management should develop fatigue risk management concept. Worldwide, there is something like this. They have to look at it, allocate a guy in charge for this, department for that, and they have to put the concept, how we can do management of risk. Not والله أنا هتبارك ولا تشغل, not like that. You have to check every individual, what is his performance, what is his problem on the individual level. That is called risk management on different levels. Education of the worker and managers on the sleep fatigue risk. يعني always الculture للأسف الشديد أن النوم يعني related to laziness والكسل وأنت تنام and you are sleeping, you are not productive. This is wrong concept. Your body need those hours, need it. So you can have a very healthy environment and work. Provide, nowadays there is something, I was in Bahrain, I was lecturing last month somewhere, they surprised me, they start to do something nap room. They want to copy Google and Amazon and all, which is good stuff. Very good. Give the chance for your employee to go to relax. Okay? Just take a nap, 10, 15 minutes and let him come back with يعني خلينا نقول that is safety measure. This goes for the number one, fatigue management risk. What you should give instruction for your employee. That is the duty of the safety officers as well. Because they have to read about this, enrich their information, and they should know that there is a problem like that so we can fix and deal with it. Track fatigue related incidents. If you have something happens unusual, it shouldn't happen. For example, in the control room, there is 100 of gauges, and it's not allowed to miss any of them. So if something happened, I don't know what happened here and there, you have to have, number one, fatigue risk management system, which can control these things and pick up those things in the right way. Yani not to say I have 1,000 hours without accident, but you have to say, where is the problem if it has happened? طبعا, there is a lot of things happen in this. I didn't say it's not implemented, but I'm speaking from the perspective of microsleep, how to avoid it and how to prevent those potential disaster. Promote awareness about importance of adequate sleep. This is general, like here now we talk about it. It's one of the activities. Thank for Mr. Yasser that he arranged this. This is awareness. So let us teach each other and know each other and change experience. Now we have to do something. This is the time for this kind. This is the implementation. Now, wellness program in the industry, everybody say, I have health club. I have, I don't know, resorts. I have swimming pool. I arrange for the kids of the worker, Hangul event, New Year event, gym, breathing exercise or yoga. All this is good. But now you should implement healthy sleep concept in the workplace to be integrated as important element and part of the wellness program and the corporate service. This is a must. And nowadays, all those companies worldwide, they have this. They have this implemented a real wellness program, integrate yoga and sport and also sleep hygiene and screening program. This is the most important part. We will come to this. A screening program offers the management a very good opportunity to know who is in risk. Okay? And there is different tool to do the screening. A very simple question. I believe maybe a lot of you have answered some kind of simple screening. I have the results in my pocket. I will talk about it right now. So that will provide a safe, also provide, in the morning when they finish the shift, this is the peak where they are going down. So you have to provide a safe commute. You have to save transport back home. Then this is the time where accident can happen also, if not happen in the work. So that you have to think this is worldwide. Always keep it under control. Summary and takeaway messages. Microsleep is a critical safety issue in the workplace and in all industry. All modern society, we should have and do work and shift work. We cannot avoid it, but we have to manage it. There is strong link between shift work and insufficient sleep and rest. There is definitely a link. Statistics say that. Prevention is composed of combination of smart scheduling. Management should plan that. In addition to education in general and personal habits and also what we say active step to be done. Now, call for action. Companies implement fatigue management, as we said. Employee, you have to prioritize your sleep. You have to give it priority. مو تخلص the night shift and you go to سوق السمك وتشتغل وتطبخ. You have to go and take rest and invest in your sleep. That is the must. The goal is safer workplace, fewer accidents, and healthier workforce. How to help employee learn, recognize symptoms. You know now, dose of, foggy, blah, blah, blah. It is recipe for microsleep. It is always there. Encourage exercise, break the work, the rhythm. Let them go do something, health exercise outside. Take nap 10 minutes and come back. Provide a coaching. You should have a coach. Safety managers and safety people, they have to know and the skill of coaching people. How to manage your stress, manage your health, manage your microsleep, how to do it, what to do. They have to, this is science. So I think we have to try to implement it. Consider workplace, nap allowance should be allowed. Set standard priority and at the management and recovery. How can we help? We are expert in sleep. We're here to give advice, general advice, and then there is different level of service can be done always after. We do screening, a very simple screening, general screening, as I will show you right now. That will tell me what is going on in this community. Then we can do reporting. When you do screening, you will send your reply. I can see all these things, and I can reply you directly. You have possibly 1, 2, 3 problem. That is just from screening. then we can have a proper diagnosis, a different second screening level to confirm the problem. Treatment should be done, suggested as concept, as management. طبعا different problem, different treatment option. Then the follow-up is very important. Now, here we go. We give questionnaire and we receive, I think, 42 until before I'm coming. So I have the results in my pocket. So these are few. هل عندك, do you have snoring or gasping night? There is يعني 45%, almost 50% of your gathering here, they have this problem. Do you wake up tired? Oh, 75% of you guys answer with yes. We wake up not refreshed. I'm not enjoying my deep sleep. Still, I want to stay in bed longer. Maybe I can compensate also at the weekend. But again, I'm not happy with my sleep. Do you feel tired during the day? Dozy? 78%. You feel tired during the day. This is serious, my friend. It's not a joke. 70% you feel tired during the day. Okay, you energy, you mashallah, you are batal, you can do a lot of things. But the debt, remember? الدين اللي عليك, it will work. So don't wait for that debt to be activated, huh? Do you have problem to fall into sleep? تروح الفراش, stay a long time, just focus on this, then pick up telephone, stay in bed. So, يعني, this is recipe for circadian rhythm disalignment. Okay? يعني ما في حياة جيدة يعني. انت, you should work in the night, day and work in the night, sleep in the day. Now it goes up, down, so you don't fall into sleep. By the way, there is something called sleep latency. It's measured in minutes. How many minutes you should fall into sleep when you lay down in bed? Provided you are not happy, playing with your telephone. Anybody knows how many minutes you should go to sleep? 2 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. 5 to 10. Yeah, it is up to 30 minutes accepted. But ideally 20 minutes you should doze off. But if you sleep within 2 minutes, it means you are another problem. You are that much tired. The minute you are laid down in the bed, you are gone. So this is another, that's called excessive daytime sleepless problem. So should be investigated. It's not usual. Okay, anyway. How many minutes until your dream started should be also, there is calculation. There is numbers. There is science behind all these things. That can always be done by statistic. Now, do you have forgot, عندك صعوبة, focusing, ما ركز, I'm not, Yes, 51% from you guys here said that. It's not from me. This is your answer here. I have, by the way, all the names, but we don't disclose it. This is personal. We will send to each individual, any response, we will send back what we think, what might be the problem he got. But this is on the personal level. Do you feel that you have, by the way, leg movement, burning feeling, really تخضني في الليل? Surprisingly, almost 60% you have. I don't know that is too much, but and in the world community, usually it is 20% around, 15 to 20. You guys have it here very, very high. I don't know. Petrochemical maybe or something, I don't know. You are overweight, mashallah. Now, this is how you can reach us. Now I have statistic here. About 42 اللي ردوا علينا. We have mentioned there, if you have 3 yes. Now, if you said I am male, it is yes. Female, it is again yes. So, I guess this is also missed. Because the problem of female, we have to count other things. You have fruit and fruit. orange and an apple. You cannot compare same. So the apple has different problem than the orange. Okay, so now, surprisingly, those who answer yes, more than 3 point, I believe, not count male or female also, this is missed by you. Again, it is 85%. You guys, 85% of you having sleep disorder problem. Please, please, please watch yourself. You are having this problem. This is your answer, not mine. So you might have, you need further investigation. You need to watch yourself carefully. You need to have put diary. You need to have to record these things and watch yourself. What is your age? What is your... it's not always about how much my investigation. I take blood pressure. I take, I don't know, mukhtabar, vitamin D, vitamin B. This is all good. But as remember I said, there's sleep is the pillar of life, number one. You cannot survive no sleeping for 1 week. We'll die. Give it a try if you want. No one survived. There is international competition happens. Long time ago, the longest one was 11 days. He stayed, but he was totally different. Myself, I was I was observing a group of influencer, very million followers. They want to create, wow, something like, so they have sleep competition. How long, how many you stay awake? None of them complete 3 days. All withdraw. And all competitions failed. None of them. They lock themselves in a big villa with all facilities, all cameras watching them and monitor there, I don't know what, lot of things. I did for them all sleep study. They are all healthy young people. They don't have problem. And they try to someone influence and more follower, Instagram. None of them complete 3 days. Anyway, by that, my friends, I'm sorry to make it a little bit longer. But I hope the message is reached. You guys have problem, potentially, and I think it's time to take an action. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Doctor. I would like to have some questions. You are here to ask Doctor. Whatever you have question, he's ready to answer you.
Thank you very much, Doctor. Doctor, I just have a question in regards to having better sleep. Would you recommend any sort of medicine or any sort of...
No.
Melatonin?
No. See, you should fall into sleep by nature, by yourself. We all have problem from time to time. We need to implement the proper way of, if you don't have any back problem, so you should have a schedule of sleeping. Sleep on that time, wake up at that time. Regularly, even on the Christmas day, even on Eid al-Fitr, Eid al-Adha, no matter. You should sleep on that time, wake up at that time. Now, you are here part of other community, shift worker community. This is different issue.
Correct.
So there is no melatonin will fix you.
Agreed.
No. By the way, we don't force you to sleep by pills. This is against nature. You should find the normal way of doing. For short period, those with some problem healthy, they can use pills with supervision. But pills to sleep?
But
no.
they're advertised as natural supplements. So what do you think?
Just take it. No issue. Okay. Melatonin, magnesium, but don't fool yourself. You are healthy and good.
Agreed.
You need to do screening.
Agreed.
If you are part of those answer, you have problems.
I conducted a sleep study maybe 2 months back, and I have sleeping disorder, sleep apnea. So
that is another issue. You have to fix yourself.
Agreed.
You have to find out where to treat, and you have to fix it. Sleep apnea is a serious health issue.
Agreed.
It can kill.
Of course.
Okay? Sudden death, sudden stop, that can happen, but you can fix it. Definitely.
Hello, Allah. Assalamu alaikum, Doctor. Thank you very much. Shukran, Mahmoud Shamsi. In my case, I told you within 2 minutes I'm asleep. So what should I do?
يعني I can't.
It's true. It's true. It's not a joke. يعني. It's
No,
real.
see,
It's real.
with full respect, it's not good to go diagnose yourself among all these people. Okay? So you don't want to have that, number one.
No.
Number two, this is a very personal thing. So you should seek a proper medical help.
Do I have?
I just say it is not usual to fall into sleep within 2 minutes. It means you are really exhausted. I mean,
Okay.
But again, this is what science said. I can sleep in 7, 8, 10 minutes. Okay, that is very good. But within 2 minutes means I have big debt somehow. But we cannot answer now what is my problem. Here is not a clinic to treat or to diagnose.
Okay.
We speak something general and we give just guidelines. So if you are among those people, 82%, so you have to seek a medical help.
I was a shift worker for 30 years. I have never ever had these problems.
You are healthy and you are lucky.
Yeah, صراحة. You knows me, Mr. Yasser. So
Sure.
I know. شكرا.
We speak here about the general concept, okay? The basic information. But details issue, it's again details.
Okay. Thank you, doctor, for the presentation. This is regarding sleep apnea. I would like to know whether do you have any standard treatment other than the CPAP machine? Thank you.
Yes. See, every medical health, unfortunately, people they expect, please have a seat. People they expect an answer for their problem directly. But this is in the medical field, it's not the case. If you find doctor just give diagnosis on air, he's a bluffer. This is not true. Any medical problem, we should go guidelines. The guideline, take a full history as per person. Take examination as per person. Do the diagnosis as per person. And then the management is done tailored as per person, per problem. So sleep apnea, for instance, there's big surgical option here and too many surgical options. Start from here, end up here and here, everywhere. That's all surgery. So which one will match you? That needs individual tailored solution. And there is non-surgical option. There is CPAP, there is mandibular, there is combined, there is other new devices, there is a plant device, there is so many things. And there is also stages. You have to consider the patient, number one, his age, his gender, okay? If there is any underlying problem, other problems, that is very important. Now, for example, women after 50, they start to snore before they don't snore. Why? Hormone change. That is a big factor comes. So is that sleep apnea? She developed sleep apnea now. So it's always tailored. And then based on that problem, we can advise what is the best solution for you based on your experience, your wish and your severity of the problem. You cannot say take CPAP and bye-bye. This is not a correct answer. There is individualized solution to be tailored as per age, gender, requirements, severity of the problem. And each of us has different story.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for the opportunity. You mentioned, doctor, that the management always focus about the number of hours without accident. I'm currently taking NEBUSH, and they mentioned that there is difference between accident and miss hit or near hit. So, do you think that micro sleep lead to miss hit? And as I know that there are no laws that requires the companies to record the miss hit. So, what are your suggestions or solutions for this issue?
That is a little bit politics, my friend, because to be honest with you, If you go to those people who are sitting on the big chairs, they are all that much choppy and heated. And they have sleep apnea, most of them. I know them very well. But the scenario made in different company, this is something based on them. I am here not to go in this kind of politics. I'm just highlight that there is problem, and please take care of it and think that it might happen. Now worldwide, this is the guideline now. I speak from the literature and from the other practice in the world. The world guideline, these things should be considered. Now what will happen in this or that company, this is not my job. But my message, there is a problem, 82% they have problem, and there is other things to come, and that might lead to another problem. The guideline management, risk management should be implemented. How, which vocabulary they are using, near, to, hit, these are politics. We don't talk politics.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalam.
Thanks for this opportunity, and it was very informative session for us. I want to ask regarding the shift workers. We have few of our colleagues who are working in like a weekly shift, which is 2 days in the morning shift, 2 days in afternoon, 2 days in night.
On the row?
Yeah, in the row. For like 6 days they are working a shift. So there is various changes is there, like 2 days in the morning and afternoon and evening.
Without a break in between?
Yes. So does it lead in the future? Is like the concern is they are having almost all of the systems there, symptoms is there.
Again, the last paragraph.
The symptoms of what you showed, the sleep, the amnesia and all, they are facing some same issues.
Yeah, they should have it.
So which you recommend, like sedation for like go with weekly or 15 days or monthly?
No. I'm not an expert in this. There is shift worker coaching, and there is management policy, and there is a lot of things. But the guidelines is shift worker, they are definitely having this problem. Yeah. Number two, you should respect the 11 hours. You should respect break in between. You should respect this. By the way, if you take the pilot, those who are taking, it's catastrophe. They have the jet lag and shift worker all together. Yani the whole world after 16-hour flight is changed. So this is very high risk. But the company, they should have and implement the guideline as per. But as far as I know, shift worker, we have to respect the transition from morning to evening to night with the gaps, respected gap in between and break in between to recover. And don't repeat this very frequently. Yani let him, I don't know, but there is different practice as per necessity. But industry, they should find, they know where's the guideline. It is there.
Even here, the Ministry of Labor has guidelines, maximum hours, all this.
It is allowed.
It is allowed. No,
The law will explain the whole thing. How you that should be followed.
Sure. But the message here, if I have 82% of people, they have problem, and they are more prone to have problem might, as per. So the logic says we have some deficit somewhere. So here we have to implement new things. Can we do screening? Can we do a questionnaire? Can we look into the history of each patient from different prospects? Yani there is ways to go to this and that problem. There is ways. So, but starting with always general screening, and then in-depth screening, and then give the recommendation as per that.
Yeah, Dr. AbdulRahman, thank you for your beautiful presentations. I go through all slides. There was much details, very nice informations, which is aligning to our workplace as well. But I have one question. What will be right positions for sleeping? right positions for sleeping.
Right
Healthy
position?
sleeping. Yeah.
Which side?
Yeah, which side, and and also we can sleep as per our convenience, or there is some rules, procedures, ideas. I want to know that.
Yeah, somebody should tell about your sleep when you sleep. Your bed partner, your room partner, they should mention when you lay down your back, you are this.
Yeah.
If you lay down on the right side, you are that. So there is some information should be gathered. Okay? And then there is, by the way, back to the question here, yes, there is sleep apnea treatments. They call it positional therapy. We put the patient to one position, and that position will be maintained by T-shirt, by bag, I don't know, by a lot of things. We can recommend it, we can prescribe it, and he can wear it when he sleeps, and he will sleep only on this side. And that will give him, teach the brain, after some time he should be goes always to the left side, after a couple of months or something. So that is called positional therapy. But somebody first should tell about your. And there is a sleep study can tell, by the way. Sleep study can tell you snore on this side, or you stop breathing on that side, or you choke on that side, or your tongue fall back. And there is all options there. Should be tested.
Most of the time we have research that if you are sleeping right side, it is the same for your heart. If you are sleeping left side, it may affect your heart as well.
No, if you have, for example, a blocked nose on the left side, and you lay down on the right side, you will have double blocked nose. So better to sleep on the left side, and your brain put you on the left side automatically. Even when you lay that, you will go that side. This is how science say. But no matter, sleep على جنب اللي يريحك, whatever you like. But the basic things, you have to find somebody who tell you, hey, you do this when you sleep on that side. That is starting point. And then try to check with medical doctor you trust. He will tell you the next step.
Thank you, Doctor, for this a very comprehensive and useful presentation. Doctor, I fully agree with you. I was involved in a lot of serious accidents, and the root cause analysis show exactly from microsleeping, and in some sector like aviation, it was very costly. And we talk about 10,000s of PD. Take a preventive measure like take a consultation from professional doctor and so on. It will be really cheaper than pay such cost. This is number one. Number two, Doctor, what also I see from this investigation that some of these micro sleeping come from food. It's like we said in Arabic, يعني especially afternoon, يعني يضربون على المكبوس يطلعون إلى. This is, I believe, also one important point. New factors need.
It's completely right. صح كلامك.
And what also during Ramadan also, Doctor, again we see such micro sleeping is increased during Ramadan.
يعني Ramadan, to start with, has changed the habit of sleep. Then you start to be officially a shift worker, because you stay مع المسلسلات all the night, and you try to sleep a couple of hours, and you have to go to work. So it is double shift work. So there is a problem. So this is definitely يعني something very much common. But there is something called, I mentioned that, there is a sleep hygiene program. We have to know how to, if I have nothing, no issue, no problem health-wise, there is guideline, and sleep hygiene program will be designed with recommendation, again, per individual, not open. There's too many things, but don't copy it from Google or from ChatGPT and do it. No, it should be individualized. So regarding food intake, for example, general saying, now not shift worker, normal people, they go to sleep in the night. So don't يعني drink late caffeine, for example. Don't eat, at least give your stomach 3 hours minimum before you go to bed. don't work after 6 p.m. Don't do exercise. No, because your body internal temperature will stay high until another 6-7 hours. So it will be cooled down. يرجع هذه until 1 o'clock خلينا early morning. That leads to problem. A lot of people, they believe the air con is disaster. Put it off. Put it 26, 25. This is all mess. All mess. You should keep your room temperature minimum. Don't get surprised. By the way, what is the good temperature for air condition?
21.
21, 25, 3. من يزود؟ Huh? Yeah, Ahmed, you know this. Yes, it is about 19 degree, 18, 90 degree. That's the good room temperature. Cool your internal clock. It's cool down, so you can go to deep sleep. If you feel cold, put blanket يعني. But تطفيه off وتخلي في الحار. That is recipe for insomnia.
And I'd like one of message I heard on Instagram long years ago. Every day you lose 1 hour, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, till Wednesday, till Thursday you miss every day an hour. And at the Friday, you will feel all the time sleepy because it's like you miss full day of sleeping.
Yeah, definitely there is a lot of calculation. Even for a student, for example, nowadays there is trend. A student, they should start, by the way, students, they stay awake in the bed until 2 a.m., 3 a.m. and they're forced to wake up 6 o'clock to go to the school. So they are having very bad school performance. So worldwide now, there is a trend, delay school start by 45 minutes, 1 hour, because that gives them a chance to sleep better and to do good performance. Same here. Some job like shift worker or whatever, there is a recharge concept. Recharge concept, take a nap. Take several naps if you can. That is recharge. That compensate with the modern life. Okay? Do some trick during the work. Take coffee when you start. Okay? Avoid coffee when you're late. Something like that. There is guidelines. That can be done with the help of medical professional, with the safety manager. That can be done. What kind of work? What is most, if you are office work or machinery work, it depends on. عرفت شلون? So that should be individualized options, and that's what we are always recommend. Start by screening, get opinion of expert, do further screening and diagnosis.
Thank you, Doctor. I would like to call Mr. Jamal to appreciate Mr. AbdulRahman, Dr. AbdulRahman.
I just want to say a closing remark. Okay, thank you so much.
حبيبي الله يسلمك.
Okay.
محتاج هذا؟ Okay.
Can you hear me, everyone? Okay.
Okay, حق الكاميرا. First of all, thank you all for attending this lecture. I think it was very enriching. Myself, personally speaking, I thought I'll come here and I'll pay my debt. Sleep debt. Okay. But because of the subject was very interesting, because of your way delivering the lecture, I think everybody was very much awake, attentive, and you can see how they were reflecting from the lecture. The subject was very interesting, and I think there are a lot of new, to me, a lot of new information. But the first thing I think we had to focus on, it needs a lot of education from top to bottom, from bottom to top. And when you go to any management and tell them that I need a nap room, would they convince?
Will they start in Bahrain?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Correct? So we need to educate all levels that we have to get our people healthy from sleeping point of view, and that will reflect positively
and immediately on the efficiency of the people working in the workplace. Definitely. Having good sleep, people coming awake, fully awake, will have really good impact on the workplace and the work environment, on the efficiency of the people. So thank you so much. Thank you all for coming. This is the monthly, right? Yes. This is the monthly gathering. I think this will be repeated on a monthly basis. Thanks to Yasser and the team of Bahrain Health and Safety Society for arranging this lecture. And we should see you inshallah in the next lecture.
Shukran. Thank you very much. Shukran.
Actually, all this arrangement, appreciate Mr. Jamal Abu Badr. He was the one arrange all these function, and this is for second time. GBIC is supporting Bahrain Safe Society on all years since the Bahrain Safe Society started. So thank you for.
It was my pleasure to be here. It was my pleasure to be here, and I'm ready here to do anything you suggest, inshallah, in the future. I request عندكم أي شيء you need. Yeah, I'll give you my card also, so you can have